Hello, my name is Teacher Paula. Many of you know me as Shelly. I actually go by Shelly, but in the VIP Kid world, I am Teacher Paula. It made sense to go with Paula because all of my legal paperwork is in the name of Paula, and I didn't want to cause any confusion by having Paula on my diploma and being called Teacher Shelly. It just made sense to go with Paula. I've had several people ask, how do you make bookings? How do you open up your bookings once you are hired with VIP Kid? So I'm going to walk you through that process. If this video is lagging some, it's because I'm using it in Minicam for the first time to see how it works. So if it's not with my lips, then I'm sorry. Hopefully you'll still get the same message and understand how to open bookings. And then I'll play with some other apps to see if I can do better videos. Anyway, once you get hired with VIP Kid, this is what your portal looks like. It will have your picture that you've uploaded there. I simply used an old school yearbook picture. It was the quickest thing I could find, and it seemed to work for me. It got attention, I think because of the lighter background and my darker hair. It kind of popped out a little bit and got me some attention, and I got my first bookings. So anyway, the way you make your bookings is you go to the booking tab. It's right here, and you press bookings. Then you will have a schedule to come up. Now, you're going to see my schedule for this week. It was very slim this week because I hear that the students in China are testing. Yay, we all know how parents have to get their children in bed and don't stress them out any extra during assessment weeks. So that's probably what they're experiencing in China right now. Um, I'm going to go into February. Actually, I open my bookings up probably 2, 3 weeks in advance so that I can go ahead and have them ready. So I'm going to have to take you into February for you to see what it will look like when you first go in. All right, so right here, this is what it looks like when you first go in. You can see that there's nothing open. If you don't open it, it's not open. That's the great thing about VIP Kid. You set your own schedule. So if you don't want to open it, you just simply don't. The way you do open, though, and that's the only way you can get bookings, is to press this unlock key at the top. Once you press unlock, it opens the bookings for you so that you can select the bookings that you want. So let's say I know that I want to teach on Monday and I don't mind getting up and teaching at 5 o'clock in the morning. I press in the box, then this other box pops up. I press course, and one thing that I always do is I also press short notice bookings. And what that means is that parents can book you 24 less than 24 hours in advance. Now, if you get a booking that's less than 24 hours in advance, you will see on your classroom portal the word short notice. That means this parent did not give you 24 hours notice and you get an extra $2 for that class. So that's wonderful if you can get some short notice bookings. I always mark mine short notice just in the event that, let's say, it doesn't get scheduled when parents can book and it's sitting there, and the night before it's still sitting there, someone could grab that spot and I could get that extra $2. So the way you open, press the box, press course. If you want short notice, press short notice. If you don't, they have to give you 24-hour notice. They cannot book it after the 24-hour mark if you don't mark short notice. And you will not get the extra $2 if it's not a short notice booking. So that's how you open up your booking. Pretty simple, right? So let's look and see what it looks like after you've opened several spots for teaching. Here is my schedule for next week. So You can see I've got a little more than this week. This week was very slim. So next week, you can see I've already opened everything up. Parents have started booking. I have lots of green. That green means those are scheduled classes. None of those are 24-hour or less bookings because they've already booked them, and this is next week. So let's say Sunday night, this spot right here, this 6:30 spot, has not been taken. A parent could book that, and if they do, then that's when I get the extra $2. You do not get the extra $2 just because you said it would be short notice. You only get it if they truly book it less than 24 hours in advance. So you can see that I have two of my primetime spots available. They will probably book. What happened there is I did have bookings there, but students went in and canceled. If a student cancels with more than 24-hour notice, then that spot is available for someone else to pick up. But let's say they don't give you 24-hour notice. For example, this morning while I was teaching, one of my students, today's Thursday, so I finished teaching today. I noticed one of my students went in and canceled. Okay, so he canceled within 24-hour notice. So I will still get paid for that class, and it will almost be like a break for me. No one else can schedule that class because he canceled it with less than a 24-hour notice. If it's less than 24-hour notice, then that class cannot be rebooked, but you still get paid for it. So for Ethan here, he's not coming to class. He did have it scheduled. He canceled. I will still get paid for it. And it'll be like a 30-minute break in the middle of the day or in the middle of my teaching. So that will be great for me, although I'll miss seeing him. He's a lot of fun. Um, you can see that I have a 5 o'clock spot available. Someone may book that. And if they do, then I will get the short notice money, the extra $2, because right now it's Thursday and that time has already passed. So it will be less than 24-hour notice. What I do a lot is sometimes on Friday morning, if I know that I'm going to be home Friday night, sometimes I'll do it Thursday night too. If I know that I'm going to be home on Friday night, I will go ahead and open these spots. The reason I do that is because now, if it gets booked, I'll get that extra $2 because it's less than 24-hour notice. That's really great because on Friday and Saturday nights, for me, I live in Georgia in the United States. So Friday and Saturday nights for me are prime booking times for families. So someone may book this because they are 24 hours ahead of us. So when it's my Friday night, it is their Saturday morning and they are at home. They're not in school. So sometimes those nighttime spots will book up. You can see that I have some bookings here at night. Those actually were pre-VIP kids. They are not in school yet. They're 3, sometimes 4 years old. So if you can get certified with pre-VIP kids, sometimes you'll get those evening bookings because it's their mornings, and while the rest of the kids are at school, these little 3-year-olds are at home, and Mama and Daddy will let them take some English classes. They're very fun to work with, and it's amazing how young they are, and they can pick up on English. It's just amazing to me. So anyway, that's how you open up your bookings. When you're finished with all of your bookings, actually let me go in and close this one because I think I'm going to be out of town tomorrow. I don't want to teach more than I have to tomorrow night. This one that's right here, I actually did not open that spot up. It was a priority booking, and that's a student that I work with a lot. So I thought, I don't care where I'm at, I will stop log on and teach her for 30 minutes and then log back off. So, anyway, that is how you open up your bookings. When you're finished, press the lock key. That means it's locked. Nothing can change until you go back in and change it. If you're not getting a lot of bookings, I encourage you to go to the library right here and pick some classes to take. There are different workshops that you can take, and the workshops are absolutely wonderful, and it will help improve your craft. They're really good workshops. Another thing that you can do is this hutong right here. Go to the hutong, and there are different hutong challenges that you can take. Go in, do some hutong challenges. They are simple, they're fun, it doesn't take a lot of time, and you earn tokens. Let me see if I can move this over a little bit so that you can see where the tokens are. I don't know if it will move. Oh, there we go. 313 tokens. So I have 313 tokens saved up in the hutong, and you can turn these tokens in, and you can actually purchase things with your tokens. So lots of different things that you can purchase. I got a dino with my tokens one time, so lots of things that you can purchase. But one thing that I've kind of noticed, and I don't know if this is a fact or not, it's just worked for me, is sometimes if I don't have any bookings, let's say it's early morning and I decide I'm going to get up super early, I don't have any bookings, I come on here, I open up my bookings, and sometimes when I go to the hutong and I do some challenges, all of a sudden I get a booking. So I don't know if maybe VIPKID sees that you're interacting with the platform and they say, oh, she's up, let me give her some bookings. I don't know. I, but it has worked for me. It's amazing that I go in, do some challenges, I come out, and within 30 minutes I have a booking. So I'm not sure if that's just coincidence or if it's actually something that's true, but it's worth a try. So anyway, that's how you make bookings. I hope this helps some of you. Please subscribe to my channel below. That way when I make videos, and I don't make them very often, but when I do, you will get alerted on the videos and you can watch them if you want. And if you don't, that's okay too. But if you subscribe to my channel, that would be great. And make sure you like this video. And I will see you next time. Happy teaching!